books. They got books, music, software thing. We're out here in Tacoma, right? You got the shopping center right there. Dollar Tree over there. A bunch of cool place. But I thought, hey, half price books. I don't know. Check it out. I was letting you know a minute ago. Check it out. Not really into books that much, with the whole internet and YouTube stuff. I'm more into videos and stuff like that. But I thought let's try, look at some books. Just as something different. I know, like you guys like, oh, I don't know, books, really? I'm like, books are cool. This is like the internet of the yesterday. You know, you used to walk in the before we had YouTube and Instagram and the web. We used to walk in a bookstore and look around the shelves instead of strolling the internet. Back in the old days, maybe your parents would have done, and your grandparents and people used to just walk around the aisles of the bookstore, just like kind of like this, and look at the books. Look at the books. That's so. I guess this is a little used bookstore. So that's what's cool about books is that one person can read it, and they get passed around and passed around. That's what is really good about the whole information, right? A lot of people say the beginning of technology is when we was able to write things down, right? That's like Elon Musk was just saying that the other day. Like the beginning of civilization as we know it was began when we was able to
Hey,
write things down.
you're really loud. I have to
Okay.
get permission to film in the store and you don't have it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you to leave before you turn that off.
Okay. You know. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't just come in here and film. So you're gonna have to leave.
Well, you saw me pull out the camera. When I was before I even came into the store, I was sitting here setting up my camera for a few minutes. But yeah, so I guess they don't want me to film in the store. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's the whole idea. I thought maybe let's see what else we can get into today. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess the internet and books does collide. The whole idea of books. You know, the beginning of civilization started when with books and be able to write things down. They talk about how civilization was first started when people were writing things down. They said the definition of technology was all about the building of knowledge, right? The building of knowledge. The whole definition of technology about building of knowledge, right? The building of knowledge, right? That's that, and not the item or whatever. It's about what is built upon definitions of knowledge throughout, you know, and that's important to realize because it's not the item and not this phone is what the technology is, and not that car. Not what in the car or the items itself. It's the idea of them and the concept and the knowledge that it took to be able to produce that. And the building on that knowledge and on knowledge on top of knowledge on top of a thing. And every time, and the learning and improving. That's what technology is. Learning, understanding, improving. And that's why it's really important for every one of us to do is to take every day, take the time to learn and to improve ourselves And yeah, you learn and improve ourselves every day. That we just gotta do that. You know, every day we just gotta learn, improve, advance our own technology, our own being, our own thing, push through our dreams and ambitions. Because we all, as a civilization, need to improve. Ourselves have to improve. And sometimes we're, as in the sake of improvements, we make mistakes, right? Like the automobiles, right? Yeah, that was a good idea, but they also destroying our planet. And so therefore they need to change. I'm not saying they are the wrong or need to get rid of cars, maybe we do, but they definitely need to change just because, these things, but things that gotta change, right? The first time that you had an idea for something, yeah, at first it's not always gonna work out, but you either, you scrap the idea, start new, build another idea onto it, right? You gotta build another idea onto what you got. Building anything, building any project, you gotta start with the idea, try it. That's what the whole concept of prototyping is, and the scientific method. Right? The prototyping and the scientific method is all about, I watch all these people on YouTube, they create, a lot of information out there about the prototyping and scientific method, and it's really important to realize that you take an idea, you have an idea, you think it's, and you try it, you have a hypothesis, you think of the thing, and then you see whether or not it works, and then you get, if it did work, that's great, or you create a new experiment to try to work, or you try to improve upon it, right? So that's the whole idea of the scientific method and thing, and that's what the whole difference between fat and a matter of opinion, because the whole understanding how the scientific method works, and understand how to come with a conclusion that is scientific, that has been proven, and how to prove something, and how to go, that's not of opinion, but been proven. And things always get proven wrong, right? And there's always a better way to do something. But sometimes it's good to do the things the way they used to be done, because things back in the old days were done a lot more simpler than they are now today. A lot of times we industrialize everything to a point that a person could not do it on their own. And to take it back to the way things used to be, where a single person could do something. You could do it very rudimentarily, but a person could build a tool, or a person could mill the flour, a person could do these things. Yeah, we don't do these things like that anymore, but go back to the way things used to be done, and sometimes everything was done in a village. Every village was self-sustainable. But then we had trade, and when we had trade, right, we started learning how to trade back and forth. And we got a king that divided the land off to different people and gave everybody a trade, and then they had to trade, and then the king took, to the trade, and that's how the kings became rich and the peasants became poor, because of the whole land, and creating trade and creating people reliant on the trade. And that's what the reason of poverty is. And I don't know, maybe one day we figure out the solution to poverty. But right now, the biggest solution to poverty, right, is building yourself and improving yourself. by improving yourself and improving others and helping each other become a better, more knowledgeable person, right? You know, I'm working on right now, thinking about rebranding myself as the dream builder, and because I've always been the dream builder, always been the man building dreams and ambitions. So, yeah. But you gotta keep dreaming. You guys gotta keep learning. You gotta every day. You gotta learn something. Every day you gotta think. Every day you gotta improve. Every day you gotta have more money than the next day than you had the day before. Every day you had to have more. You know, maybe not more stuff, but at least better stuff. Something, you know, improving, working to improve yourself. And you know, eventually you're gonna die, and hopefully you can give that what you learned and what you did and what you think to your kids or somebody else's kids or the future generations. So, you know, I know we don't have books anymore, or we had books, but we don't. I know people don't read them no more. But maybe take the time to open up a book and read it. And I know I'm not the person to read books. I don't even know how to read that well. I have a fifth grade reading level, but I'm learning to read a little bit more and a little bit more. You know, sometimes you gotta do something that's a little bit uncomfortable just to get ahead. But it's healthy, man. I've been working this whole week, right? Doing, you know, hard manual labor, right? And most people scoff at the fat what I may do, and they like what? But I enjoyed it, right? Because it pushed myself forward, it pushed myself ahead, right? You know, yeah, I cleaned bathroom for 100,000 people, but you know, I enjoyed it because you know what? I accomplished something. It's just give me a sense of accomplishment, and sense of duty and purpose, and exercise got me out of the house, got me, you know, doing things. So you know, so I don't know. This has just kind of been a rant about books and things, but this is what we really need to think about is technology and where we're going with our lives and where our purpose is, right? For the last, and I know, like for the whole year, I've been sitting here not sure what direction I was to go in. And I'm still not sure with what direction I should go in, but I'm here. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here for me and hitting that like button and subscribe and being my friend. That's all I really want, man. Because I'm doing okay. Every day, and every day I'm doing better. Thank you so much, EDTV. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just trying to make the world a better place. I'm over here at Tacoma right now, by the Dollar Tree and the Fellow and the half price books. I don't know. Walking around the parking lot right now. We can probably go sit down, relax for a little while. Hit me up if you're in town. So yeah. Alright. Peace, love, like, and subscribe. Keep on dreaming, people. Keep on building their dreams, okay? That's what it's all about, man. Making the world a better place. Yeah, I'll probably stream later. Alright, so hit that bell notification, people.